Hi guys, Jada Watts here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I just wanted to check in. Today was weigh-in day, and I was super excited because I was kind of bummed last week. I wasn't. They said it was a kind of a wash because of flying and all that stuff, and I'd gained 1.5 pounds from vacation and stuff, but they said it wasn't right, and so I was like, yeah, you know. So I was a little bit bummed last week, but then I went this week and I was so excited. I lost 6 pounds, like on the button 6 pounds. That's crazy. But it did make me feel better, and it also made me think about a couple of things. So, but anyway, I lost 6 pounds. So that puts me at, this is week 12 for me today. I didn't say it was June 1st, 2017. And this is the end of my week 12. And that puts me at 44.2 pounds in 12 weeks. And I just think, I'm just blown away. I'm so excited. And of course, I'm feeling better. And, you know, I think that that's half the battle, is feeling better and feeling like something's working for you. And so anyway, I was super excited, and it did, like I said, it got me thinking about a few things, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I talked about it with the doctor and the nutritionist today, that because they were like, see, we told you. And I'm like, and I think that when you're in something, when you're putting so much effort into something, and like I said, we went on vacation and I wanted to have a good time, but I knew that I had done really well. And not that, oh my gosh, you're going to lose every week this astronomical amount. And, you know, I got over that real quick after the first 4 weeks, but I've done really well. And so it was just frustrating because I just couldn't understand again, because I worked really hard not to do that. But it's going to happen, and you got to blow it off. But it did get me to thinking about just really kind of what I've done this whole time is be positive, be grateful, be thankful about where I'm at in this journey. And I know that if I look back over the weeks, you know, from week to week, as long as, of course, I want the scale to go down. And as long as I can look back and know that I tried and did my very best, that's really all I can do. The rest is just genetics, you know, food and all that mess that they talk about. And, you know, your body is changing, and I know that my body is changing and moving and rearranging, and you know, it takes time. And you know, this didn't happen overnight. I mean, I did all this damage over a lengthy period of time. So even though it is coming off rapidly, or I feel like it's fast, it is for me. I'm happy with it. I mean, of course, I wish I could wave a magic wand and it just fall off, and you know, I go back to, you know, 135 pounds, but that's not going to happen. So you've got to do the work. And for me, it's about really staying positive, and it's not about the things, because I've heard so many people ask me, and I say it all the time. It's really easy. We had a huge Memorial Day party at a friend's that just lives up the road, and there was just about 88 of us. And we had some river time, and we barbecued and all this stuff. And, you know, I hadn't seen a lot of them since before I started this program. So someone was like, who is that? And they were like, what? So it was really nice. But they asked me, and I said, it's really been easy. I have a friend that does know what I've been doing, and he's always like, it's easy. What do you keep saying it's easy? And I'm like, you know what? I'll say what I said when I started making these videos at the beginning. I think that it really is about staying positive and understanding that it's not about what you can't have, it's about what you can have. And I know that I'm doing good for my body, and I know that I'm feeling better. And I think that as I'm getting older, my birthday's coming up in July, and I'm going to be 48. But my husband's going to be 50, so he's older. He'll always be older. But anyway, I think as I get older, I realize how important it is for me. You know, I want to feel good. I want to look good, of course, for my husband, but I want to feel good, and I want to look in the mirror and like what I see. And, you know, one of these days, I'm going to have grandbabies, and I want to be able to do like my grandparents did. I mean, they took us on trips, and they were so active for so long of my life. I just lost my grandpa on my father's side and my grandma on my mother's side just in the last year and a half. And they had been spry, and both sets of my grandparents were always so active and busy, and I want to be that way. I want to have that kind of life with my husband and with our children and grandchildren when they come. And so I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm seeing that, you know, some of these things are way more important than I ever thought, and I'm seeing the life that I want to have in the future as well. And so you know, I don't walk up to a table and say, oh, I can't have that, because you can have anything you want, but I'm choosing to do this. And at the end of the day, if you have a bite of something, it's fine. I mean, I've had a bite of cake. I've had you know, over different periods through this thing, not very often, but you can. And in the future, I will when I get where I want to be and maintain. But I think that, you know, so many people focus on it's a diet. It's not a diet for me. It's just a way of life. I can eat this food every single day for the rest of my life, and it's fine. I don't miss breads, pastas, and trust me, I love Italian food. It's like one of my favorite things. And Cajun food. I mean, I'm from Louisiana, and I love Cajun food. And, you know, we have rice and everything. And so I'm not really missing it. And so I'm choosing to focus on all the things that I can have and all the things that are in my box of good stuff. And it doesn't matter. I can have any of the stuff on the outside. I'm just choosing to have what's on the inside that I know is good for me, is working for me right now. And so down the road, those things will look different. I've continued to add things, you know, as I've learned how to work this program and how to make it work for me. You know, there were so many more things out there that I didn't realize that I could add. And, you know, and so I've done that over time. And so, you know, it's been great. And, you know, I made pulled pork last night. And yes, I used a pork loin, the end. And I didn't put all the barbecue sauce and stuff in it, but I seasoned it up so good that my husband didn't even know, and that it didn't have it in there. It was so good. And that's something that everybody can eat. And so, like I said, it's just about focusing on doing well and doing well for myself and for my family down the road, because if I feel good, you know, it's a win for all of us, and same for them, you know. But anyway, like I said, I'm choosing to focus on all the positive things, because there's so much out there that you can have. And at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I want to feel good, and I want to look good, and I want to like what I see. And so anyway, that was my little deep moment of thought, but of what I'm choosing to focus on. Like I said, I think I'm a pretty positive person in general, and I want to continue to be that way in every aspect of my life. My food, my spirituality, my friendships. You know, I want to be positive, and I want people to feel good when they're around me. And if I feel good and I'm happy and upbeat all the time, you know, hopefully that brings somebody else up. And so I'm always looking for a way to pass it on. I haven't always been that way. But over the last few years, I've really tried to focus on, you know, doing that, paying it forward, and being a blessing to others, because you get blessed that way. And so anyway, I am continuing to move forward. And again, I am at 44.2 pounds, 6 pounds down this week, and focusing on the positive and everything I can have and not what I cannot have. Because at the end of the day, you can have whatever you want. But I'm choosing all of the good things that benefit me and help me to be successful on my journey here. And so I encourage you, if, you know, you're struggling, or if that's something that's, kind of gotten you down. Oh, this hair's driving me crazy. You know, you got to think differently. You can do that. You can do it. And, I get down sometimes and then I'm like, girl, get up, put your big girl pants on and move forward, And so, anyway, I didn't mean to just drag it on, but, I want you to be blessed today and be a blessing. And I look forward to checking in next week. So until then, y'all have a great week. Bye.